Edwin Katamba, also known as MC Katz, is a popular media personality and MC. He is also one person who has never shied away from talking about his HIV status. He is one person who has publicly revealed that he is HIV positive.
First of all, to show the youth out there that if you're sick, it doesn't stop you from anything, from achieving anything in your life.
Something that he says has led to him being stigmatized.
They started pinpointing, that guy is sick, that guy is sick, that guy is sick. And when they start pinpointing you, in my stature, you're like, my big boy, you saw me with Chameleon, you saw me with Bebe Cool, you saw me with Ragadi, I'm with Blue 3 on tour, I'm with Navio in South Africa. I don't really matter, but when you go home to sleep alone, that's when it hits you, baby.
At the launch of the National Policy Guidelines on Ending HIV Stigma and Discrimination, several messages were displayed at the event that saw various people come out to perform in bid to create awareness. Much as new infections are reducing significantly, the stigma remains high. Millie Babalanda Babidie, the Minister for Presidency, says the major barriers of people living with HIV is stigmatization, and this affects these seeking services.
Stigma and discrimination is one of the key roadblocks that are dragging our efforts to achieve the targets of ending AIDS by 2030.
The minister hopes that this policy will not be another document to put on the shelf.
They should serve as a tool of all of us to put into practice the contents within.
Dr. Nelson Musoba, the Director General of Uganda Aids Commission, highlights the key areas of the policy guidelines on ending HIV stigma discrimination.
So it tells you what your rights are. It tells you what you should do when your rights have been violated. It points out, for testing. It also points out the levels of redress where you can seek. It outlines the importance of why, you need to test.
According to Uganda Aids Commission, COVID-19 has affected them tremendously, especially when it comes to budgetary allocations and finance.
Average total requirement for the budget is about 25 billion Uganda shillings every year, but currently we've been receiving about 11 billion per year, which is less than half of what we need.
As Parliament of Uganda, we have gone back on the drawing board as far as the trustee fund is concerned. We are working together with the Minister of Finance and then the Minister of Health. Right now, we are supposed to establish the board that is supposed to manage the HIV and trustee fund.
For 4 decades now, Uganda has been fighting against HIV/AIDS. However, there is one big problem, which is stigmatization among the community. However, if this is not worked upon, many people will fear to go for testing. Even those that are being tested will fear to go for treatment. And this will mean high increase of HIV prevalence. Masawi, CTV, PM Edition.